Hello G-Traders, welcome to InstaForex TV channel. You are watching a weekly link up with me, Kate Stichina. We are going to discuss the ongoing situation on Forex with the technical analyst Petar Yakimovic and forecast further moves of popular currency pairs. To begin the video, let's speak about the most popular currency pair on Forex. The single European currency closed this trading week with losses against its American counterpart. The euro was trading lower due to downbeat macroeconomic reports from the Eurozone. So traders have no reason to buy this asset. Hi Petar, what scenario do you foresee for the euro-dollar pair next week?
Traders. On the euro versus US dollar, what I found according to the 4-hour time frame is basically a broken short-term downward channel. And this is actually a very good sign that Euro USD may go on the short-term perspective higher. So my advice, absolutely, if you got selling positions previously, to actually scale out your positions and potentially watch for a buying opportunities in this currency pair. My advice, absolutely, to watch for a bearish correction, for example, some bullish flag, and then try to buy based on assumption that we got a breakout of this very solid downward channel in the background. Another sign of strength is that I found that there is a hidden bullish divergence on the oscillator, which is another sign of strength. And watch for buying opportunities with the upward target at the price of 1.2135. And this upward target basically is based on the previous price action according to the 4-hour time frame. So again, watch for buying opportunities since the breakout of the downward channel and the hidden bullish divergence in the background.
This week, the pound sterling failed to show resilience to the US dollar. The British pound lost favor with investors in light of the decision of the Bank of England to keep the key interest rate at the same level. As a result, the pound sterling also finished the week in the red. Could you please share your outlook for the pound-dollar pair?
On the British pound versus US dollar, I found a similar situation basically on this currency pair, but this is a much more complex in terms of the correction. Basically in the background, according to the 1-hour time frame, I found there is a falling wedge, there is a breakout at falling wedge, but due to a lot of news which where we got most recently, the fluctuation, the price action seems like a very flat. But anyway, I still expect the price can go higher and correct more deeply into this selling. So watch potential buying opportunities. Most recently, I found potential completion of the irregular flat correction. And watch for buying opportunities with the upward targets set the price of 1.3612. And if you see the value breakout at this level, then watch for a second target at 1.3665. So again, based on assumption that there is a falling wedge in the background, and that there is a potential irregular flat most recently. So watch for buying opportunities because I expect a stronger upward correction on this currency pair.
The US dollar has just halted its rally, so the dollar-yen pair has not been able to make correction yet. Do you think the pair will continue growing?
On the USD versus Japanese yen, what I found is an interesting situation because the price is clearly, the short-term trend is clearly bullish on this currency pair. But most recently, I found the potential creation of the regular flat correction. And this basically may lead the price towards the 109 level and potentially 108.65 or even breaks a little bit lower and then potentially rotate higher. So I still see that this on the, let's say, some meter perspective, this currency pair can go higher, but pay attention for this potential irregular, the regular flat formation in creation, and watch potential end of this correction before you buy. And if you see completion of this regular flat correction, then potentially you can buy, and the upward target will be set the price of 111. So for now, the very short-term perspective, we still can go a little bit lower before this currency pair can again rebuild the strength and start going higher. So again, for now, watch for selling opportunities, but watch for completion of this regular correction, regular flat correction, and then potentially watch for buying opportunities towards 111 level.
It seems that traders are regaining appetite for risky assets. The USD pair is struggling to develop the upward trend, though the pair is still trading at lows. But would you advise market participants to buy or sell the pair?
On the Australian dollar versus US dollar, what I found basically there is that there is a supply trend line which held for a few days. And my advice basically to be very careful when selling. This currency pair might go another wave lower, but I will prefer to see the breakout of the supply trend line and then potentially a sideways correction before I potentially buy this currency pair. So my advice is absolutely watch for a breakout and then potential bullish flag or correction, and then watch for buying opportunities, because this may go to some deeper upward correction. If you see that, if you see the valid breakout and successful retest, then watch for buying opportunities with a target at 0.7805, since this level is actually a good supply based on the and resistance based on the 4-hour time frame. So again, watch for buying opportunities if you see a valid breakout and a decent correction after the breakout.
Peter, we appreciate your trading recommendations. See you next Friday. You have watched the weekly link up on InstaForex TV channel. This edition was presented by me, Kate Stichina, and Peter Yakimovic, a technical analyst of InstaForex in Serbia. We wish you fat profits and a nice weekend.